Sqilah. Enhancing Careers. Chapter 3. Fleet Management. Fleet of cars. Any car rental operator requires vehicles in order to be rented. This group of vehicles offered for rentals/hire are considered as fleet. Various models may get included as fleet, viz. Cars, buses, utility vehicles. Concept of maintaining and logistics management of existing fleet of any organization is termed as fleet management. Vehicle matrix. Car classification codes. Fleet of any size gets classified as vehicle segments or vehicle class. A set of vehicle models gets included in a class. This categorization is based on model availability and vehicle costs. Every vehicle is identified by its registration No, whereas segments may vary between car rental operators. To allow for a uniform classification and easy comparison of car rental prices, the Association of Car Rental Industry Systems and Standards, ACRIS, has developed the ACRIS Car Classification Code coding system. This describes the size, door count, gearbox type, manual/automatic, and whether the car is air-conditioned, encoded into 4 letters. Industry Standard Car Classification Code. ACRIS members utilize an industry standard vehicle matrix to define car models, ensuring a like-to-like comparison of vehicles. This easy-to-use matrix consists of 4 categories. Each position in the 4-character vehicle code represents a definable characteristic of the vehicle. This vehicle matrix makes it possible to have 400 vehicle types. Car codes are created by assigning 1 character from each column and combining them into a 4-character car code. First character denotes the vehicle category, mini, economy, compact, etc. Second character defines the vehicle type, van, SUV, wagon, convertible. Third character defines the transmission and drive, auto/manual and 2WD/4WD/AWD. Fourth character defines the fuel type, petrol/diesel/hybrid/electric. ACRIS Car Classification System. Additional classifications based on seat numbers and trunk volume were also set by the Belgian Rent-A-Car Association in order to provide a unified system for assessing the car types in online reservation systems and airline GDS. Fleet composition. Fleet composition with a good model mix of maintained cars is a glory for any car rental organization. Criteria to maintain good fleet are: wider choice of models, latest models availability, minimum age of fleet, clean, well-equipped and maintained vehicles. Fleet acquisition. Acquisition/new purchase of fleet is done by the fleet department. Fleet selection is done on the basis of following factors: model demand, finance availability, model sturdiness and low maintenance costs. Registration process. Once the model gets selected, then actual vehicle acquiring takes place from dealers, followed by registration process. All vehicles to be inducted under rental operations need to be registered as tourist vehicles and are categorized under commercial vehicle category. Drivers with their license endorsed as tourist permit can only drive such vehicles. Additionally, a tourist vehicle may also be endorsed under rent-a-cab scheme, which allows an individual to drive the vehicle under self-drive scheme. i.e., a vehicle having rent-a-cab permit can only be permitted for self-drive rental. Fleet accessories. In a good maintained fleet, other than effective air conditioning and music system, it is desirable that certain additional items are offered, adding comfort to traveling guests. The list of such desired items include: first aid kit, sun shade/blinds or curtains, reading light, tissues, fragments, daily newspapers and magazines, maps, normally in self-drive, bottled water after mints, etc. Umbrella as additional accessory for rains. All such items add to comfort of the traveling guests, helps improve the status of operator, hence are preferred. Chauffeurs are being provided with cell phones as a common feature. This facilitates communication during duty. To manage the fleet effectively, the following activities are monitored daily. Arrange to get the vehicles cleaned/washed and fueled. Ensure all vehicles are checked during nights for regular operations. Monitor duty KMS, build, and actual KMS run. Monitor NRK travels checking for its needs. Monitor fuel averages and per kilometer fuel costs regularly. Monitor maintenance items and expenses. Check for repeat jobs. Check/monitor vehicle movement report. Vehicle outsourcing. Although desirable, entire fleet required for rentals may not be owned and excess requirements, if any, may be outsourced from pre-designated business associates/competitors, under calculated risk. Such vendors should be located in advance and rates be pre-decided, to avoid last-minute confusions. Arrangement of such vendors is termed as vendor empanelment. Following are the criteria for this empanelment. Should allow sufficient margins from original rates quoted. Should meet up to the existing service level standards. Should have good conditioned fleet of cars that are comprehensively insured. Should offer multiple models choices. Should maintain similar accessories items as maintained in owned cars. Should deploy drivers provided with mobile phones. Should comply with all regulatory norms and documentations. Should be prompt in handling client queries, billing. Allows sufficient credit period, so as to enable collections from the clients. Should operate from nearby vicinity in order to avoid major variances. Fuel pumps and vehicle fueling guidelines. Every car rental outlet requires a fuel pump/gas station tie-up in nearby vicinity for fueling the vehicles. It should be near to the outlet/parking lot to minimize the vehicle idle KMS run for fueling. Fuel happens to be an important/most expensive aspect of operations costs and requires careful and strict monitoring. Following are the criteria for fuel station empanelment. Should be in nearby vicinity, to avoid idle runs. Should be operational 24 hours, considering our operations. Should have latest fuel registers, allowing automated fuel quantity slips. Should have minimum/nil service charges. Should allow reasonable credit period and accept reasonable deposits. Vehicle fueling guidelines. Vehicle fueling should be allowed against fuel slips issued. All vehicles should be fueled during night, under the supervision. All vehicles to be filled full tank and fuel quantity to be noted. All fuel slips to be handled by the desk staff attending the fueling. Fuel entry, as per required procedure to be done to calculate averages. Verify periodical fuel pump bill against entry details. Fleet section/vehicle maintenance. All vehicles used for rentals require routine maintenance. Any kind maintenance for vehicle is based on periodical travel, say 1 month, or running of the vehicle, say 5,000 kilometers. Maintenance-related jobs are carried out in-house workshop if available, else are outsourced at nearby workshop. Comprehensive car maintenance contracts organized by reputed workshops can also be opted for model-wise. Maintenance schedules formulated by vehicle manufacturers based on vehicle travel distance are adhered. Maintenance schedule for vehicles needs to be planned in advance, normally on Sundays, or idle days. Accordingly, the vehicles are set aside for the said tasks. In most cases, jobs are completed within a day. Looking at the commercial aspect, exceptions being major overhauls or accident jobs. The time spent for maintenance is known as turnaround time. Smaller jobs like engine tuning, minor settings, bulb replacement etc. are carried out during night shifts, while the vehicle is idle. A vehicle repairs history card is maintained for all cars, providing details of exact task, date, distance traveled and expenses. This comes handy in understanding the vehicle health. All maintenance-related tasks are overviewed by a fleet executive, with help of mechanics. Standard responsibilities of fleet executive. Keep account of model-wise vehicles available. Conduct daily routine scheduled vehicle check. Coordinate with deployment desk for available/breakdown fleet. Maintain required documentations and their renewals of all vehicles. Follow up with workshops for ensuring minimum turnaround time. Maintain vehicle history card. Monitor vehicle maintenance costs, fuel averages and take corrective actions. Procure/inspect new vehicles. Coordinate with chauffeurs for recurring vehicle problems. Arrange for safe driving training sessions for chauffeurs. Provide required MIS reports to the management. Vehicle breakdown report. In case of vehicle breakdown, the exact problem and other details need to be documented in order to be properly communicated to workshop. Same document is also used for scheduled servicing. Vehicle Master Report provides a list of vehicles available in the fleet, with model-wise registration numbers. Vehicle Documents Expiry Status is also mentioned. Documents expiry status is checked monthly and renewals are arranged for. Transfer of vehicles to other branches, decommissioning is promptly updated in this report. Vehicle Maintenance Report. Vehicle Breakdown Report provides the details of vehicles under maintenance. The expected date of return are also mentioned in order to have an idea about the vehicle availability, so as to be deployed on duty. In case of abnormal delays, the report is used to highlight the same and expedite the return if possible. The rental car business involves various processes of car rentals and fleet management. From making a rental car reservation and invoicing a customer to managing the inventory and car returns, rental car company operations include a range of complex steps. Simplifying rental car business processes is essential to save time, improve productivity, and facilitate the optimal exchange of information between company staff and customers. Listed below are some of the main features of car rental software that can help you simplify your rental car business operations. Quick and easy rental reservation. In conventional systems, rental car bookings are usually made over the counter, requiring clients to go physically to the company's premises. With car rental solutions, customers themselves can make bookings directly on your company website. This ease of booking enhances customer experience and helps generate repeat business. 24/7 rental car tracking. Vehicle theft is one of the biggest problems faced by the car rental industry. The car rental software allows to monitor both incoming and outgoing vehicles and track lost cars. You can also see if an unbooked vehicle is in use at any time. You also get alerts if there is any improper use of your cars. The software can also help detect speeding, thereby reducing vehicular accidents. End-to-end vehicle inventory management. As car fleets grow, managing fleet inventory becomes increasingly complex and cumbersome for large car rental companies, resulting in mix-ups of vehicle availability. Such mix-ups are more prevalent in companies that have multiple fleet locations. Inaccuracy in service results in customer dissatisfaction and loss of business. Real-time driver-passenger communication and visibility. Real-time communication between the driver and the passenger is critical in rental car businesses. Communication facilitates order confirmation and timely arrival of the rented vehicle. With an online car rental system, communication begins as soon as the passenger makes the booking. Car rental software eliminates the issue of late driver arrivals. GPS tracking helps to locate drivers and enables customers to track arrival times. It also allows drivers to track customer location.